Greenvale General Hospital is down the road by the lake. It's too far to walk. Come on, get in the car.
If I'm riding in a car, George, I prefer to be the driver. Can you provide a car for me?
What are you talking about? You don't even know how to get there.
Which is another good reason for me to drive, George. I need to learn my way around town.
Oh, man. Very well. Then I'll ride with you. I want to keep an eye on you.
Fair enough.
Just one thing, Agent Morgan. Your involvement in this case is limited. That means you don't have to learn your way around town.
George, we'd better get moving. The hospital closes at 2100.
Well, now you get to see me drive. Welcome back, everybody, to Deadly Premonition. I'm going to... You serious? My car's still not here? Alright, that's cool. I specifically put in one of my vehicles, but apparently it
Agent Morgan,
I don't know.
Get us there quickly, but drive within the speed limit. Just because you have a badge doesn't mean you can drive like a maniac.
George, what are you,
Buckle
his
up.
mother?
We just need to get the autopsy results.
Agent York isn't accustomed to the town yet. Give him a little slack. Well then, Agent York, let's get going.
Sure, sounds good.
keep forgetting how to... there we go. Jeez, this, again, it's going to take me forever to learn these driving controls. So this is unfortunately one setback of the game, is driving everywhere, and I don't exactly remember how to get there. So a lot of it is okay. So good. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That makes total sense, everybody. Total sense. Luckily, you'd think by now that I would know where to go, seeing as though I've played this game numerous times. No, I still don't know. The map is confusing. If that happens, like, enough, I may just fast forward to those parts for mercy's sake. So we're on our way to the hospital, which is going to be our first otherworld experience. I say the otherworld because I can't remember if they ever give it a name. Or if they're ever going to give me my car that I picked from the add-ons, I guess you could call DLC. Whatevs. Which looked a lot like Starsky and Hutch's car. If they had the General Lee, I would have fucking picked that for sure, man. That would have been great. Only if it had the horn, though. Okay, so we got, God. Tank controls up the ass. I'm gonna try to do this in one dry run.
That's a pretty big hospital. I guess they wanted to be ready for town-wide food poisoning?
No, it's another leftover from the town's prosperous slumber days. Hard to imagine now, though, isn't it?
My mother always talked about how energetic this town used to be. Almost like a gold rush, she used to say.
Impressive.
But the hotter the fever, the faster it cools. And so now there's hardly anyone left to use this place.
It pains me to watch my hometown lose so many citizens. Beyond your understanding, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sorry to say that it is.
Indeed. That's why this case is our problem. There really isn't any need for you to get too involved.
Halloween party, Emily agrees.
Hello, Sheriff.
Freckly Fiona.
Hi
Aptly
there,
named.
Fiona. We're here to see Usha. Do you know where he is?
I think
Usha?
Dr. Johnson is in the computer room.
A computer room? In a hospital?
Nice to meet you, Mr. FBI agent. The computer room is where our employees share a computer.
Very nice to meet you, too. I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. But how did you know I was FBI?
Easy. None of the police in this town wear cologne. Besides, that scar on your face is the biggest rumor in town.
Rumors get exaggerated as they spread.
I've been here for 20
even in the
minutes!
countryside.
What's that you're reading, if I may ask?
You haven't heard of this yet?
It's Highlights
It's a
magazine.
recent bestseller mystery. It's set in the U.S., a small traditional North American town close to the Canadian border. A peaceful, traditional place. However, that peaceful town is shattered by a terrible crime, the murder of a local girl. And that incident causes grief and sadness to everyone in town. But everyone feels the seditious, heinous evil still lurking, alive. Yes,
Called Twin
much
Peaks.
like the situation right now here in Greenvale.
Fiona, don't say that.
Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. With Anna dead and all.
Don't worry. Books are written to entertain, and it's good you're enjoying it. What we're faced with here is a terrible crime committed in a real world. Much different from that of a novel. So there's no need to apologize.
Thank you, Agent York.
That's a creepy face only mothers could love. Getting card controls mixed with running controls, and it's not very helpful. That and this place is a fucking labyrinth. Oh, okay. I literally was supposed to go in that door I passed. I'm an idiot.
We
And up
couldn't
to our
find
first
him.
puzzle. Yay!
Fiona needs to check her information.
No, I don't think so. Does the doctor like playing games by any chance?
What do you mean?
There's a message on the computer, and a card key already set in place. The king passes the rook and meets the bishop. The knight takes a pawn along for the queen.
I think we
What
literally
does
have
that
to
all
put them
mean?
in that order.
It's a simple puzzle.
Zach, let's take him up on his challenge. You can do this, right?
No! Okay, so, the king, the rook? Been a long time. No, that's the bishop. Never mind. That's the rook. That's the bishop. That's the knight. That's the pawn. That's the queen. God damn, I feel stupid now.
The doctor awaits below with the deceased.
Another
At
code?
first, the first time I played that, I really
But
thought
there's
that was
nowhere
an
to insert a
actual
password.
puzzle.
More games. I'm going to get Fiona to call Usha up here right now.
No need, George. The message appeared with the card key. It's telling us where to use it.
This is not the time to be joking around, Agent Morgan.
Dr. Usha is below with the deceased.
Little John.
With Anna. Below being underground, I take it. Simple. Simple. Then it's time to meet the mischievous architect of this little game.
But you stop
Nah.
speaking in riddles there, fuckface. Now is the winter of our discontent. It sounds like he's fighting when he talks. Okay, so we need to... Oh, this way. Which we could have just fucking done in the first place, but no, I had to give us a puzzle and waste our freaking time. God, I hope this is the right way. So if it's not, it's below us. Gotcha. Gotta find stairs. Gotta find stairs. Going up the stairs and going down the stairs and going down the sideways stairs. The fuck are the stairs? Hi, pardon me, just running through a hospital, breakneck speed. Oh, maybe it is this way. Nope. I meant maybe I was going the right way and there's stairs over there. This happens every time I come into this goddamn hospital. I never know where to fucking go because the marker is not very... Oh, dear God. There's the stairs. That only took me 5 minutes. And the music stopped for some reason. Go see Usher. Have him sing that one song that he sang in like 2004.
Usha, sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, you made it.
Oh, it's cool.
Let's get started, shall we?
This is Agent Morgan from the FBI.
Nice to meet you. I'm Usher Johnson, the doctor in this hospital.
FBI Special Agent
I
Francis
got really
York
smooth
Morgan.
skin.
Please call me York. Everyone calls me that.
Nobody calls me that.
Very well, Agent York.
Are you a forensic practitioner?
Let's just say I've dealt with corpses before.
That battle of wits, by the way. Did you create that yourself?
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to see if our FBI agent could handle the task.
I see. Well, it was pretty fun.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
We don't have much time. We need those autopsy results.
Next time, try challenging us without obstructing an investigation.
You
You've
stupid
angered the
bitch.
monarch.
From the onset of rigor mortis, the stiffening of the muscles, the time of death is estimated to be between 20 and 2200 hours. That's still quite early for such a crime to take place. Note that there are 2 exterior wounds, pressure marks around the neck, and a long cut running from chest to abdomen. Blood marks on her right hand tell us she was gripping something round in her right hand.
Balls?
Her skull is also fractured, but that is unrelated to the cause of death. It probably happened to her after she was killed. Now, I first thought death by suffocation, due to the marks on her neck. But after further investigation, I now have a different conclusion. The direct cause of death was loss of blood from the wound.
Okay.
Which means...
She was cut up while she was still alive.
Yes, a sharp knife was used. It was inserted beneath the sternum and then quickly sliced downwards. The excessive loss of blood from her internal organs is what actually killed her. Her nails are clean, and with no skin cells from the attacker. She also doesn't appear to have been bound nor badly beaten. She was apparently killed without resistance. The most tragic thing,
She wanted
however,
it.
was that she was unable to speak her story to anyone who could hear her cries.
The perpetrator cut out Anna's tongue.
Well, I believe she was drugged first to phase her consciousness, and then the killer killed her. Now, the killer most likely has a deep, traumatized past concerning women. He probably cannot converse with them normally. Cutting out the tongue suggests a very lonely individual. Either that or a truly hardcore sadist. He must get off on watching women suffer, especially when they can't answer back. Now, he watched as the blood pumped from her body, as she gradually grew cold.
I know I was there.
In Seattle in 1985 was much like...
Usher, please,
Thank
limit your
you.
report to your findings as a doctor. Criminal profiling is my job.
1985, Seattle. Was that a Sublime Nah,
You're
I
wrong,
don't even know
also.
if they were around in 1985.
Anna died fully, deeply, painfully aware of what was happening to her.
But,
Tell me, what time did it stop raining on the night Anna was killed?
Just before I went to bed, right after the movie on TV ended, so around 1 a.m.
What movie was it?
An American Werewolf in London.
Directed by John Landis, 1981. So the rain stopped, accompanied by the ending song.
Thanks for that little
Blue
tidbit,
Moon.
York.
George, would you mind if I examined Anna myself?
I wanna
What
run her
more do you
fingers
hope to
down my
find?
body.
I'm sure I mentioned that I have a personal interest in cases like these.
I'm a necrophiliac. Just gonna look at Usher's junk for a second. Beautiful blonde hair. Ooh, God, it's getting me wet. There we go. Knew there was a couple things to look at on her. Giggity.
From her lack of resistance, I'd say that Anna's injuries happened very quickly. Unable to speak, she was then left to cry herself to death.
Zach, it's all starting to come together.
She was murdered.
The perpetrator stayed with her for at least 2 hours until it stopped raining. At the estimated time of her death, it was still raining, but you can still see tear marks on her cheeks. That means she was killed under a roof somewhere. She was then carried into the woods after it stopped raining.
She then sung
There's
Encore
one
by
other
Eminem.
thing. Her tongue was removed with a very blunt knife. In fact, it's more likely it was simply chopped off.
Asha, are you a passionate man?
Well, not particularly, I mean,
I
but
do
I am
love the
man
ladies.
enough to shoot the moment called for.
George, how about you?
I'm very passionate, yes. Especially when it comes to women. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
George, the perpetrator is just like you. He's passionate about women. He's a passionate kisser. This was a kiss of death.
The perpetrator bit off Anna's tongue.
This is the mark of the origami
You'll
killer.
never get a dental print from a wound like this. But this is still a big lead.
Getting a slight lag here. It's causing Godzilla talk.
Jackpot, Zach. A shame, but our old-time all-American sightseeing tour just came to an end.
This case is now under the jurisdiction of the FBI. I'm assuming command. I'll need you to assist me in the investigation.
What in the hell do you mean, Agent Morgan? I know I said I was passionate, but you can't think I did this.
That's not why I'm assuming command, George. You're a suspect just as much as every other passionate man on Earth. Let me show you something.
I have a whole bunch of them.
There you go. Amazing, huh? I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but most of the details are top secret. George, Emily, we should be going. No need to stay here any longer.
Okay. I have to sign the release. Just give me a moment.
Very well. I'll go on ahead. I can't take it any longer down here.
God, hopefully this doesn't go on through episodes.
Bishop takes queen. His rook takes your queen. Then your knight takes rook. And checkmate.
Huh?
I don't know what he's talking about.
My first victory in the Grandmaster ranking.
Well, that sounds like a good time to call it. I'm not going to do this whole otherworld sequence right now. I, however, am going to save and do this next time on Let's Play Deadly Premonition. Goodbye, everybody.